Hello, tennis fans. Welcome back to Melbourne, where the Australian Open has once again brought the sport to its most dramatic crossroads. The lights of Rod Laver Arena are ready, the crowd is restless, and the weight of history hangs thick in the air. This is not just another Grand Slam final. This is a meeting of generations. Carlos Alcaraz versus Novak Djokovic. Youth against legacy. Fearless ambition against unmatched experience. And for Alcaraz, it is a moment he has never reached before, his first Australian Open final. From the very beginning of this tournament, there has been a sense that something special was building. The Australian Open always demands more than any other major. The heat, the physical grind, the unforgiving schedule, it exposes every weakness. Only the strongest survive. And now, after 2 weeks of relentless tennis, the final stage belongs to a rising superstar and a living legend. Carlos Alcaraz arrives at this final carrying the dreams of a new era. Still early in his career, he has already achieved what many players never do: Grand Slam titles, world #1 status, and the admiration of fans around the globe. But Melbourne has been different. This tournament has long resisted him, standing as the final frontier in his young career. Until now, throughout this Australian Open, Alcaraz has shown maturity beyond his years. His journey to the final has been a showcase of everything that makes him so captivating to watch: explosive movement, fearless shot-making, delicate touch, and an energy that seems to lift the entire stadium. He has battled through tough matches, navigated tricky moments, and adapted to different styles with remarkable composure. Each round has brought him closer to a moment that once felt inevitable but never guaranteed. For Alcaraz, this final represents more than a chance at a trophy. It is a test of identity, a chance to prove that his brilliance is not limited by surface, by a setting, or by expectation. Hard courts in Melbourne demand precision and endurance, and Alcaraz has responded with controlled aggression, using his speed to turn defense into offense and his creativity to disrupt opponents who thought they had him pinned down. But standing across the net is the ultimate test. Novak Djokovic does not arrive in Australian Open finals. He owns them. Melbourne is his kingdom, a place where he has rewritten history time and time again. Year after year, era after era, Djokovic has returned to this court and delivered performances that defy logic and age. His presence alone changes the atmosphere. Against him, matches are not just played, they are endured. Djokovic's path to this final has been a reminder of why he remains one of the most formidable competitors the sport has ever seen. Calm under pressure, surgically precise, and relentlessly disciplined, he has navigated the draw with a familiar sense of inevitability. When moments tightened, he tightened with them. When opponents surged, he absorbed the storm and waited for it to pass. What separates Djokovic is not just his technique, though it remains immaculate. It is his mind, his ability to read patterns, to feel momentum shifting before anyone else notices, and to make adjustments mid-match that slowly drain belief from the other side of the net. In Melbourne, those qualities are magnified. The longer a match goes, the more dangerous Djokovic becomes. This final is not simply about winning points. It is about controlling time, space, and emotion. Alcaraz brings chaos, the good kind. He thrives in unpredictability. Drop shots followed by blistering forehands. Net approaches that come out of nowhere. Explosive sprints that turn lost points into winners. His game is built to excite, but also to disrupt rhythm. Against most players, that unpredictability is overwhelming. Against Djokovic, it becomes a fascinating gamble. Djokovic thrives on order. He wants structure. He wants patterns. He wants rallies that slowly tighten around his opponent until options disappear. His movement, especially on hard courts, remains extraordinary, allowing him to retrieve shots that feel impossible and turn defense into quiet, suffocating control. He does not rush winners. He constructs them. The contrast could not be sharper. For Alcaraz, the challenge will be patience without losing identity. He cannot abandon his natural aggression, but he cannot afford recklessness. Djokovic will invite him to overhit, to press too hard, to go for perfection. Choosing when to attack and when to reset will be crucial. Every drop shot, every sprint to the net, every daring angle must be earned. Djokovic, meanwhile, knows exactly what he is facing. He has seen this kind of talent before. He understands the danger of allowing Alcaraz to play freely. His objective will be to stretch the rallies, test Alcaraz's endurance, and extend the match in a territory where experience becomes decisive. He will probe the serve, attack the second delivery, and force Alcaraz to defend longer than he wants to. The serve will play a massive role. Alcaraz's serve has improved significantly, giving him more free points and confidence under pressure. But Djokovic is one of the greatest returners the game has ever known. No serve feels safe against him. Every service game will feel like a battle, and protecting those games could define the rhythm of the match. Mentally, the stakes are enormous. For Alcaraz, this is uncharted territory in Melbourne. A first Australian Open final comes with excitement, belief, and nerves all at once. The challenge will be managing the moment without shrinking from it. He has shown repeatedly that he embraces big stages, but a Grand Slam final against Djokovic in Melbourne is unlike anything else. Djokovic, on the other hand, knows this stage intimately. He understands the long silences between points, the roar of the crowd, the way tension builds as the match deepens. He has lived through it all. His task is to remain patient, to weather Alcaraz's surges, and to apply pressure steadily, point by point. Physically, this match promises to be demanding. Alcaraz's speed and athleticism will push Djokovic to cover the court relentlessly. Djokovic's consistency and depth will force Alcaraz to hit extra shots, to stay engaged in rallies that test stamina and focus. Conditioning, recovery, and resilience will matter as much as shot making. As the match unfolds, momentum will swing. There will be moments when Alcaraz lights up the arena, when his brilliance feels unstoppable. There will also be stretches where Djokovic slows everything down, draining energy and belief with quiet efficiency. The player who handles those shifts better, who does not panic when momentum fades, will gain the upper hand. Beyond tactics and technique, this final carries symbolic weight. For Alcaraz, it is a chance to plant a flag in Melbourne, to announce that this tournament is now part of his domain. It is an opportunity to add another chapter to a career that already feels historic in the making. Win or lose, stepping into this final confirms his place at the very top of the sport. For Djokovic, it is about legacy, about reinforcing his dominance on a court that has defined him, about proving, once again, that experience, discipline, and belief can stand firm against youth and explosiveness. Every final at this stage of his career carries meaning far beyond a single trophy. As the players prepare to walk onto the court, the atmosphere is electric. Fans know they are about to witness something special. Not just a match, but a moment in tennis history, a meeting that bridges generations and asks a simple, brutal question. Is this the night the future fully arrives? Or does the master of Melbourne remind the world why this stage still belongs to him? There are no shortcuts in a Grand Slam final. No hiding places. Every point matters. Every decision echoes. And when the first ball is struck, everything else fades away. Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic stand ready. One chasing his first Australian Open crown, the other defending a legacy built on this very court. Only performance will decide the rest.